President Sarkozy is meeting his ministers and calling crisis talks this weekend, as within the next hour, the ratings agency Standard & Poor's is expected to announce a downgrade of France's creditworthiness, along with a clutch of other Eurozone countries. It sets back hope of a recovery from the debt crisis. It sent the euro tumbling against the dollar today. Our business correspondent Sarah Smith reports.
Friday the 13th looks very unlucky in France today. With a credit downgrade apparently imminent, the French economy lost a lot of its lustre. President Sarkozy is locked in emergency meetings tonight, furious to have lost his treasured AAA rating, and facing the fact that his humiliation now puts plans to rescue the entire euro at risk.
It's a wake-up call, so in that way it's a beneficial announcement, because politicians have been living under the illusion that the crisis is something that will just blow away. But it hasn't blown away. We've been into the crisis for over a year and a half now.
The whole Eurozone will feel the pain of the cut in France. It will hit the bailout fund where it hurts. The European Financial Stability Fund uses France's AAA rating to help secure loans for struggling countries like Ireland and Portugal. They can't do that if France doesn't have all three of those A's anymore. So those rescue packages get far more expensive.
But basically it's bad news. If France is downgraded, it means that you have one less country with AAA rating in the Eurozone. And of course we need those countries to have a sufficient clout, if you like, to be able to raise money and guarantee money at cheap rates, which will be used for the European support mechanism to support, basically, countries that are in real difficulty. The moment you lose your AAA rating, then that becomes much harder, and it has widespread implications across the Eurozone.
The markets had been expecting a downgrade and took it in their stride. The French stock market lost only a few points today. And it's worth remembering that the US lost its AAA status, losing face, but not any real money. So what does all this mean for us in the UK? It might be tempting to feel a little smug that Britain's AAA credit rating seems secure, even though last month, when France was warned of a possible downgrade, the French Prime Minister said the ratings agency should be looking at Britain instead because our debts are higher. Well, that's not going to happen anytime soon, but we shouldn't be feeling too pleased with ourselves. This is going to reignite the whole euro crisis, and that could have potentially devastating effects for the British economy too. In Greece, the ongoing debt crisis has gone from bad to worse. The collapse of talks there about restructuring enormous Greek debts could be even more damaging news for the euro than any of the credit downgrades.